Hello everyone, this is Scott from Ink Products. In this video I'm going to show you how to install our continuous ink system for the HP Officejet Pro 8135 or the 8130, 8120 series, any one of those that uses the 923 cartridge. So the first thing that we want to do is go ahead and remove the original cartridges. And as you see, I've already taken mine out, so you're going to just put those aside, keep them, store them in a little baggie or something. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is have all your parts and pieces ready. Go over your instructions just to see what you're going to be doing and have everything ready and handy. Okay, after removing the cartridges, we're going to get to the continuous ink system. A few things you have to do. On the bottom of the cartridges, we give you the storage clips. These are very important. Don't throw them away. Keep them in a safe place. You might need them later on, or if you ever have to prime the system up. So what you want to do is have some paper towel. Each one of these little cartridges, they have what we call like pooling or whatever. So before you put them in the machine, you're just going to have some paper towel, and you'll see what I mean here. Just going to dab the bottoms here. Now sometimes there's nothing there, sometimes there's a little bit depending on when we ship it. Sometimes pressure will build up. So just go ahead and remove all these cartridges. Make sure you dab them off. Just like that. There you go. The next step, we have a little pinch clip here. Very important. You want to pinch this off. Just take your hose, kind of fold it like this. I do at the bottom of the bottle there, a couple inches away from there, that's fine. And then just go ahead and pinch this on there. That's going to stop the ink flow from the bottles, any pressure that builds up again, into the cartridge so it doesn't spill all over when you're installing the cartridges. So right now all we're going to do is just put them in there just like a regular set of cartridges. Okay, so after you've installed the cartridges, you snap them in. The next step we're going to do is we're going to pull the power from the machine. So we're not going to turn it off, we're actually going to pull the power plug right from the back of the machine. Whatever's easier for you, like if it's from the wall or... Just grab on here and pull it, just like that. Now why we want to do that is because we're going to get our hose travel. So right now what you can do is just kind of slide it all the way to the left, as far as you can go. Get this out of the way here. And now we're going to install our T-bracket. Very important. What this does, obviously it's going to hold the ink hose into inside the printer here. So just take the little backing off. Now for the placement, it says in the instructions, but where you want to put it is right over the top of the yellow indicator for the cartridge, for the little circle there, the yellow cartridge. So make sure it's it's clean first of all and nice and straight. And just set that down just like that. There you go. Well, one more thing on the bottles here, which you can see. Make sure they are right next to the machine, not higher or lower, because you'll cause flooding and you'll have a mess inside your machine. So never raise them up, just keep them right next to the machine. So now we're going to get our hose travel. After you put the T-bracket on, just go ahead and put the hose into the little clip, like so. And then what you're going to do is take your hand and run this all the way over to the right. And then there's a little loop like that. That looks pretty good actually, but we'll see in a second. And then you're going to run it all the way back to the left. I pull that just a little bit more. Just so it's just like that. You can just get in there. Let me zoom in on that just a bit. So you just want that small little, tiny little loop there. And then when you run it back the other way, it should be just like that, tiny little loop. If you have too much of a loop hanging down in here, cartridges are going to run over it. You're going to get error codes and stuff like that. So if that ever happens, just go ahead and tighten up your hose travel. The next is we have the second clip here, which is going to hold the hose coming out of the machine. So let me see here, I can zoom in on here. So what I did is, there's a little dimple mark you can see here. Just go a little bit above that and then place the bracket on an angle. Peel the backing, stick it on. So it kind of goes like on a 45 like that. That's how you want to do it. Okay, so you're just going to run your hose across the second bracket just like that on a 45, and it's going to come out the right side of the printer. Just let it sit there for a second. The next little couple of pieces you have are the one bypass switch, and then the other one I have here is the scanner lock lid right here. So the first one we'll put on is going to be the little jumper that makes the printer think the lid is closed, and that's going to be located right in, well, right here. There's a little square cutout. If you see it there, there it is. And then you'll take the little rubber plug and you'll just squeeze it right down in there, just like that. Just like that. The next one is going to be right at the top left. There's a little pin that comes down, and that's actually what the scanner lock. So if it stays open and the lid stays open here a little bit, you can't use your scanner because it'll be locked. So we give you a little piece of felt tape, just like that. Just peel the back off of it and stick it right across here. It's not going to hurt anything. You're going to be able to use all the functions and features. It's just we have to put that on there. So you got that one. You got the lid jumper. Got your T-bracket. The second hose bracket. It's going to come right out the side here. And then, okay, so now all of your parts and pieces are installed. The next thing we're going to do is you're going to go to your bottles here. Let's turn them down here. You're going to remove the hose clip. You never want that on there, obviously. You're going to starve the printer. Number two, very important. Anytime you're operating the system, you're going to have these small air plugs must be open. If you close them up, you shut the ink supply off and it'll starve your print head, and you could damage your print head, and then you're going to have to do a lot of priming, a lot of other things. So we're going to actually go ahead and turn the machine back on. And we're going to do a couple of prints and everything. Okay, so after we put the power back into the machine, we're going to go ahead and close up all the lids, the front cover, and the top cover. Just going to check the machine. It's going to prime up your system. Again, like I said, make sure your little air plugs are open, your pinch clip is off, and now we're all set and ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do after you put the system in, it's always good to do it anyways, going to go to your control panel on here. You're going to hit your menu, and we're just going to do like a print quality report. So you scroll all the way to where it says Tools. Tools. First one is Troubleshooting. And then you say Print Quality, Clean Smear, Printhead Cleaning. You're going to go to Printhead Cleaning. Just do the level 1. You don't have to really do level 3. That's for extreme. So we're just going to hit level 1. And you're going to say Start. It's just going to spread out a little color copy. Make sure everything's firing correctly and not missing any colors or stuff like that. After it primes up a little bit, you just want to hit Print. And then it's going to spit this out. Alright, so there it is. I was using scrap paper, as you can see there. But there's your color bar. Everything's coming out perfectly. And then now what we'll do is we'll do a couple of prints. First I'm going to do a color bar print, what we have here. You can save it, and then, you know, for future, you always want to use all of your ink colors. So in the future, if you're not using it, just print this out every once in a while, and this keeps all of the ink and the particles moving, because it is a pigmented ink. So you never want to just let this thing sit and sit and sit. So we have one set up, and you can actually download it off of our website or just make up your own. So I'm going to send this out right now. Okay, so right now I'm just going to print out the color bar. That's what we have. Like I said, just keep this. You can download one or make your own. Just some scrap paper. Just make, you know, all the colors. And you can either put it in your scanner bed and hit the scanner, or, you know, print it from your machine. But it's always good to have this. That way you don't wasting ink doing cleanings and stuff like that. But that's basically what it is. So now what I'll do, one more little photo here. I'll just do a little picture just to give you the different color tones, and, you know, it's going to show you how great the ink is and how the system works. I'm going to shut the lid just so you know that it'll actually operate with the lid closed. Okay, here's the photo. I'm going to shoot out here, just give you a quick idea. You can actually see it operating in there. And obviously you're going to be able to close the lid. It'll operate with it closed. And when you're doing, actually even general printing, we like you to select it on highest settings. So I think it's best, or if it's high settings, you want to keep it on that setting for printing, because it actually makes your print head last a lot longer, and also it helps the continuous ink system pull a better volume of ink. So you want to keep that on best when you're printing. And there's the just a little sample. This is just cheap copy paper, but the colors are super awesome. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.